Apparently, StarTrc is a new brand for VR. Who knew? We got some lens protectors here, some other random stuff. We'll talk about it. Let's check these out. Now, if you've been around for our over 2,000 videos on the channel, you know that I recommend some sort of protection when it comes to your lenses and your headset. It's a set of rings, and these ones work in 3 layers with magnets. And as we've said before on the channel, magnets are magic. Off the headset install here first, just so you can really see what's happening. And I haven't looked at the instructions because I never do. I want to see, for people who just buy these, are they easy to install without even thinking? I can't tell if those are actually like grabbing onto something. Oh, that felt like a click. Huh, nice. So interestingly, there's this ring that snaps on. Now we've got magnet layers to go over it. We've got this one, which is just a cover, although if you were to buy other sets, there's ones out there that can put your prescription in this point. You know what, I'm gonna say these are nicer than I expected. Now, the one feature these have that almost no others do is a blackout cover. So if you weren't an evil sociopath child, you may not know, but if you have a magnifying glass and sunlight, you can kill any sort of bug very quickly. A lens inside a VR headset is a magnifying glass, and inside the screen that you're actually looking at is the ant. So if sunlight gets in the lenses on a VR headset, even sometimes in seconds, if it's direct sunlight, it can burn into the inside. So this now has another one that pops over so you can keep yours covered all the time and safe from sunlight. It's not the strongest of hold though, I will say. Like, I feel like you could get it off there if you're really shaking your headset around. Maybe what they're intending is you actually take your lens protector off and then you put it on, because then it's a pretty strong hold. So maybe they're thinking you're gonna swap them back and forth. I've said before, it's good to have something, because basically the main way people scratch their lenses, it's not laying their heads around, someone hits it with something. It's actually, if you let someone with glasses wear your headset, the glass on glass will scratch. For me, a lot of times what I recommended, there's rings that you can get, you can 3D print them. They just create the space here, even that this is doing right now, to where if someone's glasses were in here, they'd have a really hard time hitting your actual lenses. So this is doing a lot more than it needs to, with all these extra layers and all these extra magnets. That doesn't mean it's bad, but if you want like a blue light filter, or if you were to get a actual prescription set, it is pretty slick how these just go on, I will say. And they snap off easier than I expected too. The snap on, you kind of really have to push though. Yeah, you'll hear it snap in 4 places. It's not as horribly clear which way it goes. I keep finding myself putting them in the wrong way. Yeah, when they do go in, they go in all the way though. So let's try and see how much harder this is with a facial interface and everything else in place. Because the way I did it was pretty much the simplest way you could have. So if I were to try to get this in here, I keep putting it in the wrong way every time. It just seems like it should go that way to me for some reason. Fits in there even with the facial interface. And then when I'm done playing, if I want to take that off and then cover it from the sun, I kind of wish that they had made them to where it will kind of stay, but I just feel like the third one should have just been stackable, because then you're not having to take your other cover off all the time. Like, then when you're done playing, you just pop these in, and then when you go to play, take them out. And it's really not adding any noticeable, like no matter how close I get my eyes to it, it's not adding any noticeable distance. I can feel one eyelash touching if I really push the headset into my face. Are we losing any field of view is the question. They seem to cut them the right size to where you can really see the whole lens. A brand name I've never heard of coming in and making something that actually fits and is actually smart. I'll give it to them. I do think they're a bit overly complex. There's versions of this that are so much simpler and probably cheaper. 25 bucks on Amazon is not a small amount to protect your lenses long term, especially if you were to damage one, obviously. But there is cheaper versions out there, but these are doing it, I gotta say. Like, and in a cool, kind of unique way, maybe a little bit more than they need, and a few little on top of them would make it a little simpler so you remember. There's at least a name on there, but it's on the side. So it seems interchangeable. It seems like, oh, I don't know which way to put it. You'll eventually remember which side it goes on and which way it faces to get it in there right every time. But it seems like it would have been simpler. Instead of putting the branding, just put the word top at the top. But they're doing it, I gotta say. For my sets that I let people use with glasses and stuff, I'm gonna keep these on there. The one that I demoed to other people and let them try out, because this will give you the protection. But honestly, like, I might just leave the one even without the lens in it. Like, this offers enough of a layer that their glasses aren't gonna hit the lenses and touch it. Like, that's really all I need. There's other options out there. I mean, I even have these random AMVR prescription lenses they sent me. Or ultimately, what I recommend the most is if you are a glasses wearer, get prescription lenses. Real Optics, I don't know if we still have a code for them. If we do, I'll leave it in the comments and description, but it's life-changing. If you've been wearing glasses in your headset and you go to having a set of lenses that's like this, that just stays in there, that's always your prescription, that you don't have to deal with your glasses getting in and out of, it's life-changing. So I'll leave different options down in the comments and description down below, depending on what your case is and what you need, but good job them. I hope maybe we see more products from them come out, because I like that they're trying to solve it and they're trying to add some cool extra things, because for the most part, all you ever get for these is like those stupid foam inserts that shove in the whole thing and then they trip your proximity sensor and then your headset's just sitting there draining its battery. So this was neat. I'll give it to them. What do you think? Do you protect your lenses from your glasses, from other people's glasses, or from the sun? If so, how do you do it? Tell me in the comments down below so I can talk to you about it, so other people can see other options too. But thank you so much for being here with me today. I'll see you in another reality.